Plays that define 2022, Buffalo Bills versus Detroit Lions. The 2022 season has concluded, but there's a missing element: visual representations. Let's imagine the 2022 season as an actual book, with each game serving as a chapter. It's our task to find a play or illustration for each game that best captures the theme of that chapter. Does that make sense? I hope so, because we're about to examine some plays and vote. Let's discover an illustration for Buffalo Bills versus Detroit Lions. Let's be honest, we all cherish traditions. The Buffalo Bills emerging victorious on Thanksgiving has become a personal favorite. The Bills ventured to Detroit to face the Lions, playing their second consecutive game at Ford Field. The game itself was a thrilling back-and-forth encounter. Both teams faced some challenges in the passing game. Ultimately, it was the Bills' strong running effort that propelled them past their feline opponents. This marked the first time since 2016 that an NFL team had won consecutive games in Detroit, which is an impressive statistic for Bills fans, but not so much for Lions fans. While Buffalo relied on the running game, much like they did against the Cleveland Browns, it was less intentional and more of Josh Allen showcasing his skills. A prime example is this play, which granted Buffalo their initial lead of the day in a game filled with numerous lead changes. When a game is decided by a mere 3 points, it's noteworthy when 2 of those points come from an unusual occurrence like a safety. Buffalo's defense didn't have their best performance of the season by any means, but this sack and resulting score by Ed Oliver directly contributed 2 points to the Bills and prevented the Lions from advancing down the field in a tightly contested match. Similar to the safety, in a closely fought game like this, every point or 2 matters. After Detroit had just reclaimed the lead by 1 point with a DJ Chark touchdown, they attempted a 2-point conversion to establish a field goal difference. Following Detroit's successful 2-point conversion, Buffalo responded with a touchdown to regain the lead. However, their failed extra point attempt meant they were up by 3 instead of 4. This allowed the Lions to tie the game on the subsequent drive. The score was deadlocked at 25. Buffalo possessed the ball after Detroit's tying field goal. The good news was that they had all their timeouts. The bad news was that they had less than half a minute remaining to create some magic. This 36-yard pass exemplifies the exception that proved the rule. Overall, the Bills' passing game wasn't strong throughout the day, but when it mattered most, 2 stars aligned to completely change the field position. After a couple more shorter plays, Buffalo set up Tyler Bass with a manageable 45-yard field goal to secure the victory on Turkey Day.